Are at an amp. T5G speed. On Saturday, at NT, let us test the speed of its 5G network on a Galaxy S10 5G phone. It's fitting that I tested at NT's 5G network at the Warner Brothers studio in Los Angeles. Both Hollywood, at NT, now becomes the third US carrier over the past few months to give us a taste of the power and potential of 5G. After if you haven't heard of 5G, it's the next generation of cellular technology, and it should allow for faster data speeds with incredibly low latency. The new generation, armed with a Lonera, I ran a dozen speed tests around a town square backlit at Warner Brothers that was dotted with 5G millimeter wave nodes on rooftops. I was able to measure. I ran 12 tests with Theaito measure speeds, and 8 were over 1.4 Gbps. The top speed I downloaded and installed PUBG Mobile, which is 1.9 GB, in less than 2.5 minutes. The first season of, from what I experienced on Saturday, 5G is still very much in its raw cookie dough state. Networks are still, but it's worth noting that the speeds I experienced on at NTS 5G Plus are available only in small zones for businesses like Warner Brothers and Magic Leap. Consumers will. Speed is just one part of what makes 5G so appealing, though. The SHAPE conference pointed at the true potential of 5G, its worth for businesses and interactive demo. A whack-a-mole style game from Ericsson showed off how vastly different the latency is between 5G, 4G, and 3G connections. Instead of moles, Nvidia showed off its GeForce Now, a cloud streaming service for games. I played Batman. Low latency won't make headlines, but it means businesses can use cloud computing to create more powerful experiences on our phones and devices. And I think it's smart. At NT is pushing businesses and developers to discover compelling uses for 5G. And those uses will
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.